Again, another YouTube live. I'm excited to have you here with me. Today's discussion is going to be about knowing your roots. Do you know your roots? We'll find out. Let me know where you're watching me from. Leave something in the comments. That would be great. You already know what to do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. Would greatly appreciate that. As you already know, we are on target with our goals, with the things that we are looking for, we're trying to achieve. So this is great. This is absolutely great. Wonderful, 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 wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Well, welcome to Impactainment Studios. If you don't know, this is Edmund. Nice to meet you. For those of you that would like to do one-on-one sessions with me, the link is now available. Just go ahead, go to my profile, click on the link, and then just fill out a form. Once you fill that form out, I'll be able to take care of you. I'll be able to get to you and make sure that we have what we need to help you with your situation. All right. Wonderful. Today's discussion is on knowing your roots. The reason why knowing your roots is so important is because here's what I say. Human beings, every human being, right? Put it to you this way. Every human being has something that they've been blessed with and something they've been cursed with. I call it a curse, right? Every human being that is capable has something that they've been blessed with and something that they've been cursed with. Who do we have here? Thomas? Hey, Thomas, how are you? We got a couple of people on here. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Every human being has something they've been blessed with, and every human being has something they've been cursed with, right? And so what you've been cursed with is the problem that you suffer from. The problem that you suffer from is that internal issue. Do you have anger management? Do you have anger problems, right? Do you struggle with your anger? Do you have anger issues? Do you easily get anger? Do you easily get angry is what I'm saying, right? Do you easily get angry? Do you have issues with lust? Do you have issues with pride? Those are the things, those are the internal things that you have to deal with in your lifetime. The earlier you know this, the better for you, right? When I say knowing your roots doesn't start with you. Knowing your roots means that I want to take some time to find out more about myself, my family. What kind of family do I come from? What are some of the things that they do? What are some of the things that they like? Right? Because if I know what my family is like, and if I know some of the things that they do and some of the things that they like, I can tell what kind of problems I am going to have. The reason why knowing your roots is so important, again, is because a lot of you are going through life and you have certain issues and stuff that you're struggling with, and you don't understand why you're still struggling with those issues. You don't understand why you're still dealing with all these issues after all these years. You don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to you, right? And so you're going through the emotions of life and you have anger issues. You're always angry. You're easily angry, right? And I say, know your roots, right? Edmund says, know your roots. So you say, okay, if Edmund says, know my roots, what was my father's temper like? Was my father easily angry? Was he always yelling? Was he always shouting? Or was he calm? Was he patient? Well, how was my mother like? What was my mother's temper like? What was my grandfather's temper like? See, when you begin to do these things, you're asking yourself questions. You have time to reflect on the kind of family that you come from. When you know these things, you know, okay, this is what I need to work on and continuously try to improve. Let me know where you guys are watching this from, by the way. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We are on our way to 1,000 subs. So there's a lot of great content coming your way. So just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Just hit that button. Thank you. And so think about this, right? Think about this. If you want to know what you should be afraid of, look at the one issue that you've been trying to get rid of that you still have problems with. Thank you very much, Nolan. Thank you very much, Nolan. If you want to know what you should be afraid of, look at the situation, look at the issue that you're still dealing with. And why do I say that? Because that is your curse. That is your problem. That is your root. That is the thing that you need to keep solving, trying to improve. Oh, we got a troll in here. We got a troll in here. Michael, you are funny. Michael, Matt, you are funny. I appreciate that. Michael, go subscribe. Michael, go subscribe to the channel. Michael, go subscribe to the channel. So, for example, right? For example, I'm always angry. I'm easily angry. I don't have a good temper. I have a very quick temper. What does that mean? That's a problem. It means that I need to spend some time learning about why I feel the way I feel and why I'm easily angered. And if I can learn why I'm easily angered, then I am more than likely going to solve that issue. Or even if I'm not able to solve the issue completely, I can bring that problem under control. Control. Jonathan says, Jesus is with me. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Thank you very much. So think about this, right? Your journey through life is going to be cut short if you don't know what your problems are. If you don't know the things in your family that you need to know. Do I come from a family that has anger management problems? Do I come from a family where my father had lust issues? My father had issues with women. Do I come from a family where the women are aggressive? That's your root. And so if you are going to be great, if you're going to solve problems, if you're going to be a problem solver, you must know the kind of family you come from. It's called generational curses, right? It's almost like a generational curse because it runs in the family. It stays in the family. And the way you break out of that cycle is by finding what is unique to you. Someone says, why are you not reading my comments? Come on, brother. I'm doing a live stream. Give me a break, right? And so some of these issues, some of these situations are so important. And you might feel like, why am I talking about this? Why is he doing a live stream talking about it? Because it's important. You need to know this. Someone said, bro, can you help me? I just fell in the lust. I don't know what to do. Seth, I can help you. Seth, here's what I want you to do. I want you to click on my link. There's a link in my profile. Go click on that link. Fill out a form, and I'll respond to you. There's a link in my profile. Go hit that link, and I'll respond to you. All right? I can't answer all the questions over here, but I'll make it short. I'll make it short. one of the important things when it comes to solving your personal issues, when it comes to solving things that you struggle with, is by confessing and agreeing that you have a problem. One of the ways to grow as an individual is to come to terms, come to agreement that you have a problem, you have a situation, right? And so Seth hopped on this live stream and was like, hey, brother, can you help me because I have this issue? Seth agrees. Seth has come to terms with the fact that I have an issue. Seth says, you won't expect what I'm going to say next. Bad Vibes says, I have a problem. Bad Vibes, what is your problem? What problem are you dealing with? Mine looks like a good example. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And so if we can be humble enough to agree that I have this issue, then yes, you can experience growth. You can experience change. You can experience growth. You can experience change, right? And for those of you that have been watching me for a while, those of you that want to get in touch with me personally, you want to communicate with me, do one-on-one sessions with me, I have that platform available. Just go to my profile, click on that link, and I will respond to you. Drippy says he doesn't want to put his email over there. That's fine. That's fine. Bad Vibe says I want to at the time. That's fine. That's fine. So just go over to my profile and we'll be able to take care of you from there, right? So know that your growth is dependent on the things that you struggle with, because you're as only as great as your ability to overcome the things that you struggle with. If you can overcome the things that you struggle with, or if you can bring those things under control, you have won. And the reason why I say your growth is dependent on your ability to overcome the things that you struggle with is because at the highest level, there are no rooms for silly mistakes. At the highest level, when God raises a man, when God says, I'm going to lift you up and put you in positions of power, positions of influence, I'm going to give you fame and name and all of that, there are no room for silly mistakes. You have to work on all those problems before you get to the top. Seth says, I fell into lust, but I'm 12 years old and I felt close to God last week, but now it feels like I'm back to square one. This always happens. Seth, I hear you. I hope you reached out to me on there because I can help you with that. I know exactly how you're feeling, and I can counsel you and get you the help that you need. Right. Someone said, John Lacey said, like he did Moses. Exactly. Perfect example. John Lacey, perfect example. Perfect example. John Lacey, are you subscribed to the channel? Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would be great for me. So yes, like he did with Moses. Moses had to go through character development. Some of you don't know who Moses is. Some of you don't know who Moses is. Moses is a character in the Bible. Moses is a character in the Bible. Please open your Bible, go read your Bible. Moses had to go through character development. Moses had anger issues. Moses had anger issues. And you know what happened to Moses? He did not see the final destination. It's so sad. I was actually reading that story a few days ago, and I was like, man, like, God was not merciful at all. God was not merciful at all. But at the last point, right before the final destination, right before the highlight, the journey was almost complete. And because of his root, because of the situation that he never solved, at the highest level, he couldn't see the promised land. He couldn't see the promised land. No, he had faith in God, but he had character issues. That's what we're talking about today, John. We're talking about character issues. We're talking about things that bother you from an early age that needs to be solved. There's a lot of men that struggle with lust. There's a lot of men that struggle with lust. There's a lot of men that struggle with pornography. You understand? People don't like to talk about it. But this is a generation of men and women that struggle with lust and porn addiction. You understand? And it's a serious topic. There's no self-control. Someone says, I'm one of them. Jones says, I'm one of them. That is sad, Jones. Do you want some coaching? If you want some coaching, reach out to me. I'll coach you on that. Right? That is sad. How long are you going to hide in the bathroom and do the thing that you know is killing you? How long? Right? And I don't speak from a position of pride. I don't speak from a position. Someone says, am I gay? Really? I don't speak from a position of pride. I speak from a position of, I've been there before. I understand the struggle, and I have seen the work that God has done in my life, and He can do the same thing for you. Right? I have seen the work that He has done in me personally, and someone says, I am gay. That's cool. I've seen the work that He has done in my life, and I can attest that if you can at least agree to the fact that you have a problem, it is almost solved. Ram says, I did that for a while and got bored. Yeah, don't go back to it. 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 It's funny. This is my personal theory, right? I always say that if there's a situation that you don't have a problem with, don't get involved in it. Don't get involved in a problem or a situation that you have no business being in. Life is fun without it. Yes, absolutely. Someone says life, yes, life is fun without it. Jones, I want to help you. Jones, I see you. I want to help you. I want to coach you. I want to speak to you. Jones, how old are you? Jones, how old are you, by the way? How old are you? Life is fun without it. The mental clarity, the mental strength, the peace that comes with being free from your addictions and all of that. Freedom. Katie says, this is my first stream. Well, welcome to the team, Katie. Welcome to the family. Katie, go subscribe, please. Go subscribe. Hi, good evening, sir. Solomon, where are you from? You sound like you're from Africa, like from Nigeria or something. That looks like it looks like a Nigerian name. Someone said it's healthier to embrace most sins. No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it is not. What? Hello, Grace. Hello, Grace. No, it is not. How can you say something like that? And on a more serious note, I know I've taken a little casual approach on this live stream. I do want to say there is a growing number of people in our world today that are struggling with addictions. Struggling every day. This is not something to joke with. This is not something to play with. This is not something to say, oh, it's okay to give in. No, it will destroy you. No, I don't agree. Okay, Solomon says I'm from Nigeria. Solomon, go subscribe. Solomon, that earned me a sub right there. Go subscribe, Solomon. I knew you were from Nigeria. I knew you were from Nigeria. Committing sins are forgiven. So yes, when you sin, God has already forgiven you, right? But the key here is to make total change so that you don't go back to what He set you free from. right? If he's already set you free, don't go back. Because when you go back, the level of effort and strength that you need to come back and be okay and be fine is far greater than what you left it with. So, elect the dead, you believe the lust is fun, and no, it is not. Someone is also asking about lust. It looks like a lot of people deal with this situation, so I might have to do a live stream about it. I might have to do a designated live stream about lust. Maybe tomorrow. We can talk about lust tomorrow. I can do a live stream about lust tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Someone says, is lust harmless? I don't think so. Yes, lust is harmless. Yes. Someone says, what country are you from? I'm from the United States. Lust, greed, and envy are natural things. So, yes and no. Lust, greed, and envy are very easy to be a part of. Very easy. Very easy. Lust, greed, and envy, very easy stuff to be a part of. But you have to stay away from those because, you see, lust, greed, and envy, I call them gateways. They're like gateway drugs, right? Gateway drugs. It's like a playing field, right? Where once you allow one of it, it just opens up for more stuff. It just opens up like a window of negativity. It just opens up more negative stuff to come your way. It says, why must we control it? Because it will destroy you. If you don't control it, it will destroy you. It's negative. I mean, look at the long-term effects of what men deal with when they watch porn for so long. There's no denying. There's something negative about it, right? You say, why must we control it? Think about a man that struggles with lust. A man that struggles with lust and gets married and never dealt with a situation. Oftentimes, we are prone to think that when an individual gets married, all of his problems and his issues with porn and lust go away. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. So many men have fallen into that trap of thinking they can get married and they'll be fine. It doesn't work like that. Right? It doesn't work like that. And I want to be frank with you. Those of you that are watching this live stream that are like you're not really into some of the things that we're talking about, stay away from those. Stay away. Don't get into it. Don't get into it at all. Don't get into it. I see that comment. I'm not going to respond to that comment. I see that comment. I'm not going to say anything to that. No, I don't want to live in a culture where lust is universally accepted and greed is allowed. No, I don't subscribe to that. That's not good. You said Christianity made you feel like every move you made was wrong. Understandable. Very understandable point. Very understandable point. You know what? I have no answer to that. I have no answer to that. I have an idea of what to respond to that, but I can't. So I'm just going to leave it as that. I can't speak to that. Someone said that post, not clarity, has saved many and many lives. There are a lot of things. Look, I'm arguing with people on here trying to explain why lust and greed and envy and all of these things are not good. I'm just arguing here and this is getting exhausting. Look, let me be very frank with you. There are a lot of things that we do on a daily basis that we think is good. We feel is profitable to us. It brings us short-term satisfaction. And long-term wise, it is not good for you. Right? It's like Denial. The whole process is denial. You can tell that the thing isn't good for you, but you're not willing to make that sacrifice to change. Elect the dead, please. You are not in control of that. When you become a part of this cycle, you don't get to decide how many times you do it. You think that the people that began this process, you think that they wanted to do it many times a day? Fair point. Fair point. Right? But back to the topic, back to the subject topic, right? I want you guys to know that if you can identify the problem that you deal with and take steps to solve it, your life will be so much better because you will have opportunities to grow and you won't blow it. You will have opportunities to grow and you will not blow it. There's so many people that have, I want to talk about lust specifically because I see that there's a lot of commotion and conversation going on in the live stream about it. Someone says you got to be positive for that mindset. Absolutely. Right? There are a lot of men who started with lust from an early age and they never got rid of it. They never dealt with the situation and they took that into their marriages and they're not winning. They're not winning. Pride is also bad. Pride is a root, right? We're talking about character flaws. We're talking about character traits. We're talking about knowing your roots. Pride is a problem. Pride is a problem. Tell that to the rich man. We have this ideology. I don't know why people have this ideology that everybody that's rich has issues with pride or something. It's not true. Look, there are some very, very poor individuals that have so much pride. As a matter of fact, the way we know if an individual is proud or humble is when they have money. People are humble because they don't have. Most of our problems in this lifetime is between scarcity and abundance. That's it. Scarcity and abundance. Those are the two problems we have in life. People think that when someone is poor, they're more likely to be humble. No, it's not because they're more likely to be humble. They need resources. They need something. They need help. And you can't be poor and need help at the same. You have to let go of something. You got to let go of something. Those of you that want to talk to me more about this situation, go ahead, get on my profile, click on that link. You'll see that description over there. You can fill that out. That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the username says it all. I saw it and I just had to smile and keep it pushing. We're not going to entertain that behavior. Don't do that. You're better than that. You know that. You know you're better than that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Where are you guys watching from? Where are you guys watching from? Let me know where you guys are watching this live stream from. Let me know where you guys are watching this live stream from. And then I'm ready to take some questions. So if you guys have any questions, let's shoot those questions, and let's talk about it. Oh, Jones, you're in Canada. I'm right next to you. Jones, I am right next to you. Someone says Turkey. Oh, I love Turkey. I love Turkey. I love Turkey. Istanbul and all of that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got a couple of people from Turkey. Wonderful. Ram, what did you say? Ram, what did you say? Someone is from Poland. Nice. Someone's from India. Nice. Nice. We got a couple of Indian guys over here. We got some Polish guys over here. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. In a constantly negative world, positivity is all we need. Maverick said, better not be wrapping your set around me. Maverick, you're funny. You are funny. Of course, yeah. Of course. Come over here. My favorite Bible quote is, seest thou a man that is diligent in his work, he will stand before kings. Or have you seen a man that is diligent, he will stand before kings. I love that quote so much. I love that Bible verse. Someone said greetings from North Korea. How'd you get your phone over there, silly? I'm from the USA. I am from the USA, Ayush. I am from the USA. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And those of you that were on this live earlier, what questions do you have about roots, right? We were talking about character development. We were talking about pride, lust, anger issues, talking about the fact that you need to know these things and work on them so that when you get into positions of power, when you get to positions of influence, when you get to great places, you don't make silly mistakes. You don't make stupid mistakes, right? All of these things are necessary. Jones said, I am the Alpha and Omega at the beginning and the end. Yeah. Yeah. Right? All of these things are necessary. Character development. I kid you not, people think that money is all you need, but you need character first. You need character first before anything else. Before anything else, character first. Because that character development is what will help you manage your resources well. Atlas, stay on the topic, please. Stay on the topic. Don't ask me about that. 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 Those of you that would like one-on-one coaching, once again, go on my profile, hit that link, and fill that form out, and I will respond to you. I will respond to you. Someone says I'm from Iraq. Cool. What is the concept of forgiveness? It's pretty simple. The concept of forgiveness is pretty simple. Forgiveness is not for the person that did you wrong. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is for you because forgiveness sets you free, right? When we don't forgive people, when we hold grudges against people, it cages our hearts. Whenever we think about that person, whenever the thought of that person comes to mind, comes to memory, we feel our chest getting tight and heavy. That's a sign of forgiveness that is missing. Right? So forgiveness is a gift that God has given to us freely. He forgives us even before we commit our wrongdoing. He forgives us. And we must bestow that same grace on other people. Ram says, how can I forgive myself? It's been a while. Ram, if you need one-on-one coaching, I'm more than happy to help you. Just reach out to me via the link in my profile. But I'm gonna answer this. How can I forgive myself? It's been a while. The reason why we feel that way towards ourselves is because we have a lot of high expectations for ourselves. We have all these great things that we think we need to be doing that we're not doing. We have all these opportunities that we feel we've blown. And we're mad at some of the things that we've done. That is why you're in that position. And I want to remind you, I want to tell you that you have the gift of time on your side. You have the gift of time on your side when you start doing what is important, when you start turning your focus to what is important for your life, for your destiny. You have the gift of time. And you have the gift of time because the things you need to do in order to succeed, the things you need to do in order for your life to improve are few. When you think about it, the things you need to do in order to grow are few. It's just boring and consistent. It's just boring and consistent work, but that is it. Be patient, right? Ram, if you're listening to me, be patient. Be patient with yourself. Cling on to hope, right? Because I can assure you, if you turn the table, if you decide to make certain changes so that your life can grow, if you decide to do that, one day you will arrive at a point where you will no longer feel those things, right? Here's the key. Be patient with yourself. Don't compare yourself with anyone. That is very key. A lot of people compare themselves with other people. We see what they're doing on social media. We see what they're saying. We see what they're posting, and our attention goes there, and we feel like we need to have those things. We feel like we should be in that position. Okay? We should be in that position. So don't compare yourself with anyone. Focus on your own journey. Be patient with yourself, and you will grow. And when you grow and you start seeing all these wonderful results, you won't even think about this season of your life. You won't even think about this season of your life. But the reason why you're thinking about it, the reason why you're overwhelmed and you're frustrated is because you have not made peace with yourself. We got someone from, is it Colombia? Colombiano? Kakuzu. That's an interesting name. Where are you from? Someone says, what's your age? I don't know. I don't know my age. I don't know my age. Oh, you're from Colombia. Wonderful. From Bogota or what's the other one? Is it Cartagena or Medellin? Oh, Bogota. Bogota. Wonderful. 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 I love Colombia. Colombia is amazing. Colombia is amazing. Ram says, I want to seek more, and knowledge is everything. Yes, knowledge is everything. Be patient. Be patient. It's a marathon. This game of life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Be patient with yourself. Grow every day and be patient with yourself. Be patient. Bishop says, where are you from? That's not important. Go subscribe it and I'll tell you where I'm from. Family says, hi guys, I'm Jack. Hello Jack, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Ram. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Those of you that want counseling from me, once again, those of you that would like one-on-one coaching from me, go ahead to my profile, click on that profile, click on that link, fill that form out, and I will get in touch with you. All right? I will get in contact with you. I have a lot of great videos, great teaching. You need to go check those out. Music says, what do you do for a living? I'm a consultant. I'm a consultant and I'm a coach. I'm a consultant and I'm a coach. I'm a consultant and I'm a coach. USA best friend UK. How are you doing? I'm gonna be going to the UK at some point. I don't watch health videos on YouTube. I exercise and I go to the gym. That's it. Chess coach. I'm not a chess coach. I'm not a chess coach. Guys, please let's ask questions that are related to what I was talking about because we're going off track. Ahmed says, "What's up from Tunisia?" Hey man, how are you? I don't know if your country was in the African Cup of Nations. I didn't really see any action from them. Anyways, this is my sign to get off the live stream. So I'm going to be getting off the live stream in about a minute or two. If you have any questions for me, God bless from the UK. Yes, I see you. God bless the UK. We're going to be coming there very soon. We're going to be in the UK very soon. So God bless the UK. I'm surprised you know my country as an American. Of course. Come on, man. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, man. I gotta know everything. God bless from the UK. We're gonna be in the UK soon. Was capturing Venezuela by the US a kind gesture? So that'll be another. I'll have to do a political segment for that, but I will say it needed to be done. It needed to be done. It needed to be done, and sometimes you can tell the essence of a political move by the people who are benefiting or who are affected by the move. Okay, you can tell the essence of a political move by who benefits or who is affected by it. And so if we went to a specific country, if we go to Venezuela and we capture their president and the people are in the streets celebrating, that should tell you something. That should tell you something. Someone said Oreo. That's hilarious. My opinion on hate in general is pretty interesting. Here's what I'll say, right? We live in a very troubled world. We live in a dark world. And there are so many things that we see on a daily basis that encourage us to do what is negative. People hurt us, people disappoint us, people insult us, people say mean things to us. And all of this encourages us to give the same thing back. But I always say, whenever someone does something negative to you, you want to act, not react. There are two things. When it comes to a conversation between two people, there's actions and reactions. Reaction is the natural response to when someone does something to you, right? So if I do this, your natural instinct is to go back like that, right? But if I do this and you're calm, cool, collected, that is acting. You're acting. You're choosing your response, right? And when you talk about hate, all I say is choose your response. Choose how you respond when people do things. Because there are so many people that say mean things to us and do interesting things to us because they want to get a reaction out of us. They want to stir up something in us. They want to make us uncomfortable. They want to make us uneasy. They want to make us just as broken as they are. Right? I'm not saying become nonchalant, no, but don't take everything personal. Don't take everything personal. And once again, bestow grace on people. We talked about forgiveness. You asked me about forgiveness. We talked about forgiveness. Bestow grace on people, forgive people, and love them. Think about the many times that you've been wrong. Think about the many times that you've made your own mistakes, right? And you've grown out of that. Oh, yes, it was a good question. It was a good question, absolutely. It was a good question. USA best friend, UK. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I'm getting ready to hop off this live stream. It's been amazing. This is the longest live stream I've made, by the way. So this means something to me. This means something important to me. I love all of you. Those of you that want to do the one-on-one coaching, my link is in the description. Go click on that and fill the form out. Those of you that want to connect with me on social media, you want to connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, wherever. Go to my profile. You'll see my Instagram over there, and you can send me a message on Instagram. We can talk over there as well. All right. Of course, Ram says I'll connect with you soon. Of course, I'll be ready. I'll be expecting you. I'll be expecting you. Whoever keeps spamming that you're from India, I see you. I see you. You spammed in the chat like 5 times that you're from India. I acknowledged you. I've seen you. I've seen you. Move on. That's hilarious. Anyways, I gotta go. Same time tomorrow, 3 p.m. We'll be here for another live stream. All right? See ya. Peace.